So you mentioned about the
Sure.
divorce rates. Looking at relationships, the level of divorce rates has skyrocketed
Sure.
within the last 20, 30 years.
Oh, yes, no.
See, especially with people of our generation and below. Okay, our parents never used to divorce each other so easily, and somehow we we seem to think that, like you said, once you see anything not going well, it seems we don't try to solve those problems. We just say, okay, I'm done. We run. So I saw your post also that talks about alignment.
Yeah.
Okay, but marrying for alignment. So tell me, what were you seeing in that post?
Well, first of all, I'm speaking from a point of experience.
Okay.
Okay. And and to be honest, and at times we need to be honest with our children, and and people that are close to us. Some of the things that I've experienced in my own life.
Yes, I me too.
Yeah, experience is the best teacher. I married my wife very young, my first wife very young, and she passed away.
Ooh, sorry.
Um, uh, had cancer, had an operation, and we lost her.
Mm, so sorry.
Um, and then thereafter, I remarried after about 3 years to a not much, but to a younger woman. And we were together for quite a while, but it ended up getting separated. And presently, are almost at the final stages of our divorce.
Mm,
Okay. So when I looked back, I realized something. I realized that, that love, the way love has been portrayed in novels and in movies,
mm-hmm.
the way our pastors and our religious leaders and everybody talks about love
Mm,
on social media, this love conquers all, love is this, love is that. I realized that love is important. But you know what? Love is not enough.
I agree. Absolutely.
Yeah. Love is not enough because love can die.
Yep. It starts and it can
Yes,
die. Yeah.
it can die because we change. As we go through relationships and a marriage, for instance, if you look at the marriage when it started from day one and you look at people that have been married for 10, 15, 20 years, the marriage has changed. It has evolved.
Yes.
And what keeps it together is the fact that, yes, they have love, but they also realize that what they have is a strategic alliance. They share the same values.
Values. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yep.
And very often, when we want to get married, we look at the container and we don't bother to check the content.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not
Ooh.
everything that glitters is
It's
shine,
gold.
shine, bubble.
Yep. Yep.
You need to be able to talk to yourselves and understand that you agree on the kind of life that you want for yourselves.
Yeah.
You need to be able to agree on little things.
Yep.
How do we pay school fees? What kind of investments are we going to make? You need to talk about when we argue, how do we resolve it?
Yes.
You need to talk about a whole lot of things. And unfortunately, what I realized, and I fell into that as well,
Me too.
was that I did not tick all the boxes, and I just assumed.
Many of us have. Many of us did. Yeah.
I just assumed. And in assuming, I made a lot of mistakes. And my ex also made a lot of mistakes as well. And because we were not aligned in our vision,
on those points, yeah,
everything scattered. And it would scatter every time.
Yeah.
Love can bring you together, but if you're not aligned, the reality will send you scattering in different directions.
Yeah. When life hits you,
yes,
the love will not stand.
So we need to understand that there are a lot of things that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
But, you find today that if you talk about submission, feminists get really riled up.
Very angry. Very angry.
Blah, 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 blah. You men, you use that word too much. When you talk about accountability, a lot of people are accountability. Yeah, you want to control me. You find yourself in a situation where a partner wants loyalty, but you don't want them to ask you questions.
Yeah. Okay.
A woman wants leadership. A man wants leadership, but they don't want direction. You want a good life, but you're not ready to set boundaries for yourself. So, marriage for me is not aesthetics.
It's not.
It's alignment. It's about marrying for purpose, not for performance and showing off to your friends and things like that.
Okay.
Yes, it's not.
Yes.
Because when the feelings fade and life gets real, it's not about the butterflies and the love. It's about the vision both of you have.
Very good.
And if the two of you don't build with sense, don't cry when chaos becomes your co-tenant and destroys everything.
Wow.
Yes. One of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people also make is that, and if you are getting married or you are in a relationship or anything, one of the best advice that I will give you is that never, ever, ever, whether it's your brother, whether it's your sister, whether it's your mother, whether it's your father, once you are together and you say that you are married, never allow any third party to know what is going on in your marriage. Sort it out always between yourselves. Because other people coming into your marriage, especially your friends, and I want to say a lot more with women and their friends, they will destroy your marriage.
Yeah. Yeah.